Hello, I'm No One For Nowhere, and this is my FNAF marathon. So, because I have just want to, kind of really get over just having a base, no, whatchamacallit, of, 500, because once you get 500 subscribers, there's always some smart person that comes along, well, not smart, some jerk that comes along, and they're like, oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna, unsubscribe, so he's at $4.99 again, and apparently it's a thing that people keep doing, and so you know what? I'm just trying to get as many subs as I humanly can as possible, and I am going to just non-stop FNAF for the next, I don't know, how many hours I can possibly go. So I want to thank you, Cadland. I know you just dropped by, then dropped out, and I also sees you, Gods Reacts. Hello and welcome. I am just gonna start playing every FNAF game that exists, from 1 to 2 to 3 to Sister Location to fan games to the pits. So let's get started on this non-stop pain train of, oh, my head hurts. This is why I don't do more than one stream a day. This hurts. Also, I have other horror games lined up if I run out of FNAF games. I got Bendy the Ink Machine. I got Spooky's Mansion, which I gotta figure out. Oh. I just hurt right now. Oh, that fan. I should have called this pain train. This is a pain train. Keep in mind the stream will crash within the first 6 to 7 minutes. So if it closes, I'm still here and I'm playing FNAF for as long as I humanly can.
I wanted to record a message for you to help you get settled in on your first night. I actually worked in that office before you. I'm finishing up my last week now, as a matter of fact, so I know it can be a bit overwhelming, but I'm here to tell you there's nothing to worry about. You'll be fine. So let's just focus on getting you through your first week, okay? Let's see. First, there's an introductory greeting from the company that I'm supposed to read. It's kind of a legal thing, you know. Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, a magical place for kids and grown-ups alike, where fantasy and fun come to life. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for damage to property or person. Upon discovering that damage or death has occurred, a missing person report will be filed within 90 days.
Freddy! I don't know where I'm going with this, but
And the carpets have been replaced.
I'm just looking at those balls of tinfoil, thinking what kind of magical food was stuffed in those greasy balls of tinfoil? Or aluminum. Aluminium. Aluminium. There's aluminum and then there's aluminium. And surprisingly, both of those enunciations are kind of low-key correct. Obi-Wan, hello and welcome. I love the name. Or is that Obanai? Abanaya? I actually don't know. I kind of just want to keep saying Obi-Wan now because I already messed up reading it. But, how do I say your name? Is it Obanai? Obanai? But Tokito seems a lot easier to say, so I'm just going to keep saying Tokito. So hello, Tokito! And let me know if you have any questions and inquiries, or if you just want to tell me how freaking bad I am at this bear. I am attempting to, play Freddy for as long as humanly possible, and then I'm going to fall out of my chair, and that's when you know the stream's over. By the way, good tip for the game: when you see one of the animatronics in front of the cameras, you don't use the light. You can see the robot close immediatally. Oh, yep. Yep, Tokito. Alright, don't be shy though. If you want to tell me to go eat dirt and, just don't be shy. Also, the stream will crash within the first 6 to 7 minutes, and we hit the 7-minute mark and it has crashed, so you just close and reopen it. It's not something I can really fix, it's just something that YouTube does. I ate a person. That's hardcore. How would you rate the experience? 1, wouldn't do it. 10, would do it again. But this time, definitely different. Would recommend, would not recommend. I want to know, how was cannibalism? If that even is cannibalism. You could be a being of just straight energy from the cosmos far beyond that came to our world to devour a human being and to tell me about it, which I'm okay with. Or just like some deranged person in the woods who thinks they're a wolf, eating people alive. My hero lover, hello and welcome. In hell, I am here, slamming my head on the microwave, waiting for the taco to be done. All I have is a burrito in my gut right now, as I'm speaking to you. And this burrito is not gonna last me. I am streaming till I fall out of my chair. This is what this stream is right here, because I am attempting to get as many subscribers as I humanly can. I would call it a subathon, but I'm not even close to that. Because there's some dude that exists that keep mixing alt accounts, adding them, giving me 500 and then ripping it away, so I just have to get as many subscribers as humanly possible so people can't just like subscribe and then unsubscribe, keeping me below 500 because they're just jealous of my 500 status. But anyways, they're gonna start moving. Are they moving? Am I dead? I could be dead. There's no way I could be dead. It's night 1. No one moves on night 1. Night 1's the safe night. Where's Bonnie? There you are, Bonnie. This is the freest night. Violently shaking your chair. Can you hear that? Wait, let me violently shake my chair. It's squeaky. No, I can't make it squeak. I tried making it squeak. It didn't squeak. I thought I could squeak it. There was no squeak. You know, I'm just kind of sitting here staring at this this fan on the desk as it whirls around with its metal shavings coming off to, you know, pollute my lungs, to give me metal poisoning. Believe it or not, having too much iron in your blood's actually a bad thing. You think it'd make you some type of, like, superhero having extra iron in your blood? Apparently that's not the case. Also, hey bro, here's a tip. Eat kids with ranch. This is the type of information I've always craved. Right there. That's what they should be teaching in school. Is it because they're taste, or is it like wings to it just enhances the experience all around? Kids are hard to eat because their bones are soft. The younger the kid, the chewier the bones. I'm gonna hop off. I like your streams. Thank you so much, my hero lover. I always appreciate you stopping by, just saying hi. I'm just honestly just going till I collapse, though. That is the plan. I have 8 more subs until I'm verified. Not the famous one, like when I can do streams. What is verified? Is that like when you get like when YouTube's like trying to investigate your personal stuff, so to make sure you're not a knife-wielding maniac stabbing people on the internet or something? Also, kids come with free ketchup. The best kids to eat are the messy eaters. They just cover themselves in food and flavors. The messy eaters are the best. Man, I never thought I'd start a FNAF stream and then talk about all of the bunch of different ways to, you know, eat a kid, eat a human being, abduct a human being. We haven't gotten there yet, but we're not far from it. I am wondering where these... Oh, there he is. Very obscured by the static and darkness of the night. Of the pizzeria. I don't think that ketchup's inside the child. I'm filled with ravioli. That's a lie. I wish I was filled with ravioli. God, imagine if I was filled with ravioli. Like a messed up ravioli piñata. That'd be pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Kids come with free eggplants. Well, some of them. That's gross. Eggplant's gross. Oh, I get it, and I think women love it. I don't like the direction this is going at all. this went from a very lighthearted, cannibalistic conversation to a weird sexual twist that I'm not about. Especially when you say kids and eggplants with a sexual twist. That's not cool. That's like some Minecraft YouTuber that just hit 1 million type of vibes. I still can't get over how funny that is. Minecraft YouTuber after they hit 1 million. They're not allowed within a school zone. God, I say it so often now. I feel like it's just one of those. I must sound like a broken record, but like, what part of your brain's like, yo, I hit 1 million? Yo, where them kids at? God. Oh, where is FnaF? What is Freddy's full name?
Hello? Hello?
Is it like Freddy Fredericks Fazbear?
Congrats. I won't talk quite as long this time since Freddy and his friends tend to become more active as the week progresses. It might be a good idea to peek at those cameras while I talk,
my God.
just to make sure everyone's in their proper place, you know.
Oh, I hit escape because I thought there was a pause button. There was no pause button. I messed up. I forgot FNAF was so old it doesn't have a pause button. It just has a close button. Give me one moment, actually. I'm just gonna run to my fridge, get a Red Bull, and absolutely just shock my system awake. 30 seconds. I'm gonna be like, it didn't drop. I'm here. I'm here. I didn't leave you. Don't cry. I'm here. I know you're crying. It's okay. I know you're not crying. I'm crying. It was a lie. I'm emotional about it. Hey, no one. If you were one animatronic, who would you be, or would you make up your own? I'd be Freddy. Because then I own all the games. I'd have all the IP, all the merchandise, and I'd be basically immortal because you can't have Freddy Fazbear without Freddy. You can be in all the games. And everyone loves Freddy. Well, at least all the basic kids do. But no, there's nothing wrong with being basic. Basic is good. There's nothing wrong with it.
Hello? Hello?
That's like saying blue's bad because that's the color of the sky.
Congrats.
It's freaking lame.
Quite as long this time since Freddy and his friends tend to become more active.
Being basic is a compliment. Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. Did I just realize I'm the only person watching the stream right now? No, there's Bobby. See? Hello, Bobby, and welcome. Yo, you want to hear me pop this can?
I guess that's one more reason not to run out of power, right?
Oh, yeah. Did you like that? I like that. That felt good. That sounded nice. You know what Red Bull reminds me of? For some reason, it reminds me of, like, the Blackout Zombies. For whatever reason, in my brain. 505, bro. I need, what's it called? I need to get more subs. This purpose of this stream is to get as many subs as humanly possible. And then after that, I'm back to be my normal, like, we just kind of going, and if it comes, it comes. If it don't, it don't. We prioritize entertainment, but I need to get a decent amount of subscribers after 500, so no one can just be like, well, I'm no one technically, but people can't troll me, because I got trolled yesterday, and I'm like, you know what, I need as many subs as humanly possible, and this is the purpose of this stream. This is a non-stop till I fall out of my chair stream, to where I'm streaming till, I get enough subs to not worry about enough, like, a mass unsubbing unless everyone found out I was on Epstein's Island or something, like, wild. Like, I was behind 9/11 and everyone just decides to unsub, in which case, it's totally perfectly natural. Because who's gonna be subscribed to the dude who did 9/11? Let's be honest. Yo, what's up? What I got was my new Scream mask from the Halloween store, and I'm going, Scream is top 10 like Halloween costume. Ghostface is the best. It's literally the best. Like, from like ages like, I don't know, young child to just ever, I was always Ghostface because he is such a cool costume. It's so easy to put on. It's so minimal. You don't have to worry about a bunch of junk. Anyways, hearing can sounds, normal people, what are you doing? Me, the can sounds, like, I don't like to, like, whenever I do pop a can on stream, I always do want to allow you guys to enjoy a little ASMR moment of me popping the can, you know, just hitting that tab, because that's so satisfying. Can sounds are really the best, though. What other Halloween costumes are just like S tier? A lot of people would be like, yo, you're a ghost with bed sheets, and honestly, I low-key kind of respect the ghost with bed sheets. It's basic, but it's good. And it's really funny, and I can never get over it. You know, one thing I always like, though, too, the kids who get the big old, like, balloon costumes, you know, the one they have, like, the fan in it, and it's all just, like, nylon, and they're just, like, a big T-Rex, or, like, now it's an Among Us, or, like, the alien that's abducting the child, or adult. Those ones are good. Oh! Nope. Bonnie, I don't want you to tear my organs out and stuff me in a suit. No, 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 I don't want to go into those dirty old suit. Go eat a child or something. Go abduct an alien. Can I abduct an alien? Could I just do a Uno reverse card on an alien that abducts me and then abduct them? Isn't any kids or adult going to choose Ghostface for Halloween? The 2000 Scary Movie and The Scream are both the best movies. They are. Also, when they redid the Scream franchise, they knocked it out of the park, honestly. Because what's great about Ghostface the Killer is that even in the normal movie, they acknowledge horror movies in their rules. And Ghostface is bound by some of those rules, and he's also constrained because he's just a dude. He is literally just a guy in a costume. And it's always a different guy, and so it's kind of, you get this, like, murder mystery type vibe whenever you watch Scream. And you also get this kind of, like, fourth wall break with them talking about the, murder, like, horror movie rules, which I love. I'm gonna be Ghostbusters. Oh my god, that's another S tier costume. Everybody tells me that I'm nerd for watching the movie series. Meanwhile, it still doesn't know what the Proton Pact is. Honestly, Ghostbusters is one of those costumes from, like, when I'm handing out candy, that kid getting an extra piece. There's some kids, too, because I dress up for Halloween. I'm too old to trick-or-treat, but I love handing out candy. Anyways, Tyranitar, hello and welcome. Man, you are a brave soul for not only playing, but also doing lots of YouTube things. No, 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 no! I'm gonna stay here for the next 2 hours. No, wait, no, I have messed up. Thank you, Tyranitar. I appreciate it. I always want to do a lot of things. Even if they're weird and they're quirky and they're kind of like a game you never heard of, I always just want to try and do as much stuff. And I just want to say thank you for stopping by. Even if you only hopped in just to say that really nice thing. I appreciate you, Tyranitar. And I do remember you. You know, you came by for, I think, Unite? I think it was Unite. So I just want to thank you for coming back and just popping in. Even if it was for 10 seconds, if you're even not still here. You know, normally after like 2 hours of streaming, which I've already done today, my body's like, all right, we're done. We can't do it anymore. And I'm like, no, 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 no. We're sitting here till we drop. And this is the stream right here. This is the non-stop Freddy FnaF. I'm gonna get that brain rot. I'm gonna be walking around my room doing Freddy noises, popping out. Probably gonna start screaming drippy cheese. But yes, I was one of those Unite watchers. That was a fun stream. And I thank you. There's a lot of people, you know, a lot of, like, people that only watch Pokemon, which I understand. If I'm not doing Pokemon, they're not watching, which I can be like, you know what, that makes sense. But I like to thank you just by stopping by, even if you like FNAF, or if you're like, yo, I'm just gonna kind of just, like, peek in and see what it's about. I just want to thank you. I always do try my best to try and remember everybody, but then again, it's just one of those things that's it's an impossible goal of trying to remember every single watcher that tries watching you. But it helps, because you're the only dude named Tyranitar. And with, like, a green profile pic, I don't know, all the profile pics on my other monitor are, like, super strength, so I only mainly get colors. There was actually 2 viewers earlier that had 2 pink ones, and because it's so strength, I couldn't tell them apart, so I was, like, looking over real quick while going through Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. And I'm like, yes, Abby, and I'm like, no, you're Felix, and I'm like, no, I'm messing up their names. But anyways, hold on, I'm gonna go get some liquid death here, and I'm still in shock that FNAF movie has some brutal deaths. It needs to. Honestly, it needs to appeal to the kids that play FNAF on the iPad, and it needs to appeal to a wider audience. Or that is probably, FNAF is also probably a lot of other horror. They're not whores, they're not prostitutes, they're not selling their bodies for money. They're horror enthusiasts. I am a horror enthusiast. Every October, I do non-stop horror movies whenever I'm not streaming. So I'll be in my room, I'll be falling asleep to horror movies, I'll be waking up to horror movies. I have so many movies playing. If you guys... I was honestly so tempted on my Discord to, like, post a movie series and recommendations for, like, scary, spooky stories on my Discord for one a day for the entire month of October, and I'm like, I don't think anyone would be interested in that, and my Discord doesn't have that. But you know what, if I talk about it and people are like, oh, that'd be so good, I do, like, Super Spook November or something. I might do, like, just spooky, scary stories and movie recommendations for the entire month of November, which sounds really weird, but you know what, just because it's weird doesn't mean it's bad. There's a ton of bad ideas that people are like, that's a bad idea, but you're like, that's a really good idea. For some people, though, Halloween's a year-round thing, which is also kind of weird. I respect it, but there's also some people that I'm like, you take it a little too far. I mean, like, if you got, like, a plastic skeleton hanging in your room, I'm like, yo, that's kind of kooky. Or a real skeleton. You know what I like? Schools that have real skeletons, I don't know if they exist because, what's it called? There's rights that people have when they're corpses or cadavers. Cadavers is the proper word because a corpse isn't a person anymore. It's just a lump of flesh that's just sitting there dead. And he rests. Rex the dog is a canon in the movie as a shell. Rex the dog is canon in the movies as a shell. What movie are we talking about? FNAF movie? I don't remember Rex the dog. Unless we're talking about a different movie. I kind of just started talking about cadavers. Sometimes I just start talking about things, just, you know, to fill the void, to fill the vacuum, to entertain and educate. Did you know there was this guy who donated his elderly mother, or she wanted to donate her body to science, and I would like to give you 30 seconds to guess what they did with this man's mother's body for science. I just want to, just a wild guess. Trust me, it's the most wild thing you could think. FNAF Rex the Dogs are a short cameo. There's so many cameos in the FNAF movie that I can't possibly imagine. I keep on hearing footsteps. I'm on night 3. No, I'm at 3 a.m. I'm on night 2. This is what happens when I'm full of Red Bull. Now, this is one of those things where I'm like, yo, if I had, like, 58 people watching, I could do fun little facts, but I'm gonna let you know what that happened to that dead elderly lady. It got donated to science. The U.S. military picked it up, and in a training exercise, a bunch of trainees, or people in training, blew it up. They strapped her full of C4 and they blew her up, and the guy was actually very upset that they blew up the corpse of his dead mother that wanted to donate her body for science, such as, like, I don't know, maybe to be, like, studied in a lab or to be, like, picked apart by doctors so they can learn at a college. But no, the U.S. military got their hands on her and they blew her up. They blew Grandma to not like chunks, but bits. She turned into bacon bits. Which is crazy. So, like, whenever you donate your body to science, like, that can happen to you. Your corpse could be sent to a military training exercise and then exploded. Which is also extremely entertaining, and when I first heard that, I couldn't stop laughing. Oh, I know. Imagine the whale blowing to pieces up, digesting. That's actually another story. So, like, I think it was in, like, the 60s or 70s. There was a beached whale. And this whale was so big. And it smelled so bad, the local residents were like, we can't do anything about this whale. We can't move it. No trucks can haul it. They can't, like, cut it apart. They can't do anything. And so what they decide, they're like, yo, we have a butt ton of dynamite. So they had a bunch of dynamite that they used for mining. They strapped it to the whale. And they're like, we're just going to blow it up. And they blew up the whale with an obscene amount of dynamite. And these chunks of whale actually rained down in like a few mile radius around the explosion. And they destroyed cars, injured people. And it just kind of just scattered all over the place. And I'm like, that is the most American thing I can think of. Yo, what do? We can't move it. We can't do anything with it. It's like, yo, we blowing it up. So there was a whale that existed. And there's also videos. So you can look it up on YouTube. Like, whale blown up with dynamite. And you will see, like, video of this whale, like, chunks falling from the sky, falling on cars, like, smashed windshield, caved roofs, people ducking for cover because it's literally raining a whale. It's 5 a.m. and I got 18% battery while I'm talking about a whale being blown up. Man, I feel like my first 30 minutes is always super strong. We're talking about whales being blown up and cannibalism. And grandma's being blown up for science. And this soda, what do you think's in this cup? It could just be full of hot piss. He is in here for a lot of hours. And there's animatronics out there. I am now imagining a whale blown to bits. That's exactly what it is. Oh, you already said those words. And I already said something else. I think I already did say something else. I'm losing track of conversation. I have 4 hours of sleep today, and I'm now doing a FnaF marathon, which I think will now spiral into something very interesting. At one point, I will mentally break, and it will just be laughter. I wonder what it's like swallowing lava. I mean, everyone wants to do it. It just looks so digestible. Am I the only person here who's just hanging there, having that just thrown out there? There's a lot of things that look like you can go in your mouth, but shouldn't. Molten rock from the center of the earth.
Hey, you're doing great.
That's a no-no. That does not go in your mouth.
I mean, you know, they usually move on to other things.
It should never go in your mouth, actually.
I'm not implying that they die.
If you want to drink lava, just take all the aluminum foil, heat it up, melt it, and then just start swallowing. It's gonna have the same effect. Don't do that, though. Don't eat molten aluminum foil. I don't know why I said that. This is what happens when I have 2 Red Bulls and 4 hours of sleep, and I attempt to just non-stop stream. Terrible ideas. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Oh, the demons are invading my mind.
It's best just not to get caught.
In reality and in the
Okay,
game.
I'll leave you to it. See you on the flip side.
I'm legit gonna black out at some one point in the stream. I may not. Actually, no. If I did, that'd be a health concern, and I wouldn't do that. But I will say my body, the only thing it wants to do right now in this moment in time is lay down. And then be unconscious for the next 24 hours. Oh where art thou, Frasbear? There art thou on thine stage. Does thine wish to remove mine soul from my worldly vessel? Do I sound like a poet? Do I sound good? Do I sound bad? Do I sound like a big fat nerd? Listen, Pokemon Route 225 to 227 and compare it to FNAF Security Breach has the same melody, beats per minute. Holy crap. That actually sounds real. I believe you. With a name like Tyranitar 96 DA Animator, I believe you 100%. Where art thou, Chica? Thine yellow bird, reveal thine self from thy veil of darkness. Let me gaze upon thou's visage of yellow, plucky duckness. The pluckiest of ducks. Or is she a chicken? Can I turn her into chicken nuggets if she's a chicken? Now I want chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets would hit right now. I don't know about you dudes, but I feel like if I eat too many McDonald's chicken nuggets, I'll be sick. Like, I like the batter they have on it, but at the same time, the batter's kind of like a hard shell, but it feels like my body just can't digest it, which is kind of weird. I just searched it up, and I thought it was gonna be, like, least likely, but maybe, like, a couple minutes, 5 seconds, and then you will, like, die from, like, drinking lava. Dude, you will die from the shock alone. The pain would be so unimaginable. Actually, no. Your nerves would probably just give out. Like, you would literally die of shock. That's how much pain you would be in if you drank lava. Like, some burn victims, they don't die because they were burned. They die because they're in so much freaking pain. That's why a lot of burn victims have specialized, like, some hospitals actually have, like, beds that are, like, capsules that actually shield you from, like, the air. It has its own, like, little oxygen, like, whatchamacallit, circulating through it. And they just have you unconscious most of the time, because if you're awake, it would just be cruel and unusual to have a burn victim that's severely burned awake while they healed. Chica's in the dining room, Foxy's looking at me, Freddy's on the stage, and Bonnie's somewhere around here. I don't know what I'm doing, I'm looking through the cams. I am going to die because I have something. I don't see you. Did I see Chica or was that Foxy? That's just Foxy. You know what I need? I need more Red Bull. Oh my god, it's only been 6 minutes? I thought it'd been longer than that. Oh, I hear you, Freddy. With your har-har-hars and your he-he-he's going through the halls and some other things. I don't know why I'm low-key singing a little bit. I'm just having fun. I suddenly just got chills. It's the demons. They're coming for me. You know, I'm really tired, and I feel like I'm playing really stupid. I hear footsteps. are you? You stupid animatronics. Animatronics. I guess everyone loves to copy the imitate in such an horror game and plays Pokemon songs. Oh, come on! I literally just stop for a second to take a sip, and then you just come here with your stupid purple face to tear my face off with your face, and you have 2 sets of teeth and they're both dumb. Freddy's out there laughing at wallpaper. Or something, I don't know. Alright, tear my face off. Let's have it. I'm too tired to be scared. You ever see all the Pokemon horror to where they're like, oh man, isn't this scary? And they get like dead Pokemon and then they just slow down actual Pokemon music and they're like, isn't it so scary? And I'm like, not really. But also, boy, this is good. Hello and welcome. Yo, yo, I am the no ones from nowhere, straight from the streets. I'll shut up now. You don't have to shut up. You can talk, you can not talk, you can do whatever. But, I forgot what I was talking about. I was talking about cadavers. I was talking about blowing up whales. I think we should blow up whales. Honestly, the whales haven't been up to much lately, and they've been quiet for a while, just like the trees. The trees have been quiet for too long. There's no way trees are like one of the largest organisms on this planet, and they're just letting us cut them down and make homes out of them. There's no way. They gotta be planning something. The trees are planning something to overthrow us. Them's the facts, okay? And we can either go out there and kill them all, or they'll come in our homes and strangle us in our sleep. That's right. The trees are after us. It's been 39 minutes. It's been 39 minutes and I'm already starting to lose my mind about the trees. No, let's build a wall and make Mexico pay for it. Mexico should pay for our walls. And then we should take the money from the trees. We should tax the trees, honestly. I see a lot of trees on a lot of private property and a lot of U.S. soil, and let me tell you something. They don't pay anything for taxes. And people are like, yo, money doesn't grow on trees, but where do we get the paper for the money? Huh? What are we doing? Are we taking that from flowers? I don't think so. That's tree guts right there. Tree guts are taken and turned into paper. So money may not grow out of trees, but it's made out of trees. And if they're made out of trees, they got money. And if they got money, America's got to tax them. Because I'm pretty sure America's like, I don't know, $7 kajillion in debt with itself. America is like that one dumb college student that doesn't understand how credit score works. Anyways, money's literally grown on trees. Where do we get the resources? Trees. No, it doesn't grow on trees. It's made of trees. That's like saying, where do bones come from? And it's like, well, they grow out of people and animals. It's like, no, they're in them. So they come from animals. Or they are animals. Do you know a lot of your favorite gummy candies actually are made from bones? Think about that. You're eating chewy You're eating bones? You're eating chewy bones. Apparently, even the bartender one also is a bit of a power. A bartender? Apparently, which bartender are we talking about? There's a lot of bartenders. Actually... Yeah, I really do want to look up, like, Lily, if I could pause this game, I would pause it, bring up the Google screen, and then look up the contents of what makes up gummy bears. I feel like that would be a really interesting thing just to look up and just share with everyone. I literally just looked in that freaking door, and you're telling me there's a chicken in there that wants to kill me. That's a load of crap. I'm gonna drink another Red Bull. A whole Red Bull. I'm gonna find a bowl, I'm gonna paint it red, and I'm gonna drink it. I'm gonna drink that boy cow dry. My B-Day was 3 weeks ago. Well, happy 3 weeks ago birthday. Do you think when they make Red Bull, they paint bowls red and then they squeeze them? Just like with duck sauce, they squeeze the ducks to make the duck sauce. You know, I should just accept death, in which I will. Also, I would like to bring up the point that ducks are free. You can go outside and take a duck. No one will stop you. No one will be like, well, this is wrong. You can take it home. You can feed it, dig a little hole in the backyard, and get a pump and circulate some water with a little bit of chemicals. You know, you gotta keep it clean. Gotta keep the bacteria out for the duck. Good duck health's important. But you can do that, and you can just own a duck. They're free. Just like squirrels. No one's gonna be like, hey, in the park, drop that squirrel. That doesn't belong to you. And you're like, well, who does it belong to? Is this your squirrel? I don't think so. I'm taking the squirrel. You know, there's actually this lady that got kicked off an airplane because she has an emotional support squirrel. And the airplanes are like... Airports are like, we cannot have rodents on airplanes or something like that because they go through the little cracks in the plane, they cause damages. And it's like one of those things where it's like, if they somehow manage to get out of their containers, it's dangerous for like the plane and the animal. It's one of those things. Also, apparently, you can also bring a lobster on a plane, but only if it's in a clear container so they can see it's a lobster. For some reason. Like just a live lobster. In which case, you have to think. All these strange rules that airports have with like fluids and liquids and travel size stuff. How did they... Someone had to like break these rules for them to make these rules. Like whenever you hear a ridiculous rule, you're like, wow, why is this even a rule? This is stupid. Well, someone did it. Someone was dumb enough to be like, in my school, there was a rule to not drink hand sanitizer to get drunk. Because some dummy, for some reason, during COVID was like, hey, you know what I'm gonna do? And then he just like ripped open the hand sanitizer pump, took the bag out, poked a pencil in it, and then started drinking it to get drunk. And then I'm like, why? Monty, hello and welcome. I don't know what's wrong with the internet, cause so much lag. I don't know. My internet is doing fine, and I apologize for the lag, even though there's nothing I can do to fix it. I am a victim of it. I'm at the mercy. Kind of like when you're on the ocean, you're at the mercy of the sea. The whims of Mother Nature. Just like I'm at the whims of, you know, current fiber optic and 5G technology. I'm at thine mercy. But Monty, you know, if you have any questions, have anything you want to add, if you want to tell me to go, I don't know, do a backflip and break my own neck, you know, just let me know. I am doing non-stop FNAF till I drop out of my chair. Because people are, you know, just messing with stuff. I see Freddy Fazbear with giggling away, and there my little chat box to my other monitor. I see you, Freddy. I see you giggling with your mocking laughter. I'm gonna make it a Friday. I'm gonna get that $100 check. I'm gonna get the $100. I'm gonna buy so much stuff with $100. Actually, no, I won't be able to buy crap because of inflation. You guys ready to watch the world burn in November when everyone starts to vote? Gosh, it's gonna be funny. But let's talk about Freddy. You know, Freddy's cool. Freddy's got a top hat. That's how you know he's the boss. He has a hat. The other animatronics, they don't have hats. Because they're not the boss. Freddy's the boss. That's why he wears the hat. He wears the pants. When I say pants, I mean hat. The hat's important. Bonnie has a guitar. He's the only one with an instrument. I don't know what Chica does. She just kind of stands there and does nothing. She doesn't sing. She doesn't play an instrument. She just kind of stands there. Let me know if you know what Chica does. As far as I know, she don't do crap. She's just standing there. Do you think she, like, dances? She could dance. Maybe. I know she dances in the pit, but so does Freddy and Bonnie. But that doesn't really make any sense. I'm talking a mile a minute right now. I think I drank too much Red Bull. In which case, I want to bring back the reoccurring thing of Foxy Hello. Let me know if you have any questions, if you have anything you want to add, if you want to tell me, you know, some weird thing that you've done today. Like you ate a gummy bear through your nose, let me know. Honestly, if you could suck a gummy bear through your nose straight to your gut, because your sinuses is connected to your throat. So you could, in theory, suck a small gummy bear through your nose straight down to your gut, which is totally possible. Don't do that, though. I don't know why when I'm getting tired, I say these horrible things that I'm like, some kid out there is going to hear me say it and be like, yo, I can do that. I could count your eyes out. Don't count my eyes. It'll make me self-conscious. You gonna body shame me for having 2 eyes? You are, aren't you? What was I talking about? Gummy bears, bulls being red because of Red Bull. Did you know somebody actually sued Red Bull because their ads always says it's Red Bull, it'll give you wings? And then they didn't get wings, and so they sued, and they won. Which is absolutely hilarious. Golden Freddy, hello. There's another Freddy in the chat, cackling away, taunting me. I see you taunting me with your giggles and your laughs. Oh, shoot, he left the stage. Kids, do not try this at home. Yeah, do not suck a gummy bear through your nose in attempts to eat it. It'll hurt. And it might get stuck. And then you have to go to the doctor and you have to explain why you have a gummy bear jammed up your nose that won't come out. I mean, like, it even hurts when water goes up your nose. Like, imagine a whole gummy bear. I don't know why I'm still talking about the gummy bear. It's just something that's really entertaining for me to talk about in this moment in time. I'll probably find something else to talk about. I'm gonna boot that snoot, though. I don't see Chica. Oh, I see you. You stupid duck. Or chicken. Get your duck. Spring Bonnie, hello and welcome. I am playing FnaF, as you can clearly see. How come all the animatronics have 2 sets of teeth? It seems kind of funny. A little ridiculous. You know, even if they had, like, another, like, metal mouth on the inside to, you know, help move around, like, the big fun part on top of their heads. It seems kind of ridiculous to just have a second set of mouths inside a mouth. To just, like, double mouth. You ever see Alien? You know, it's like that black alien on the space station, and it's like, it pops out of people's chests, and they got, like, face hugger, and the gooey eggs that are like, ew. Yeah, those dudes. Now, that's what it reminds me of, the animatronics when they jump you, and they're like, they scream. You know, the whole FNAF package. And they got 2 sets of jaws. That's all I can think about sometimes. Tyranitar. Also, someone made a Hunger Games in a Lugia song video and how similar they both are. Honestly, I feel like you can make 1,000 videos of how 2 songs are very similar. Because we've been making songs for, I don't know, at least over 100 years as a race of human beings on the planet Earth. And I don't think it's that hard to find 2 songs that sound very similar. It's okay, Spring Bonnie. We're not children. We're not children to kill. Not children to kill. That's ominous, gods. I'm scared Foxy's gonna come down the hallway and rip my soul out of my body within the last, like, 10 seconds. I hear noises. Oh, here he comes. Freddy the Fazbear. You know Freddy's the boss because he wears the hat. None of the other animatronics wears the hat. I already talked about this, but I'm just rehashing it because it's an important point. That's how you know who's the boss, you know? He wears the hat, just like how the Red Power Ranger is the boss, because he's the Red Power Ranger. No one beats the Red Power Ranger. And I made it to 6 a.m. That was a very long night. I just kind of talked nonstop. Will I be able to keep talking nonstop for this super duper long nonstop FNAF marathon? I don't know. But also, Endo, hello and welcome. I will say, because I am attempting to get as many subscribers in this marathon. Normally, I'm not so insistent on it, but if you enjoy a little bit, even a little bit, just like and subscribe. If not, I just hope you enjoy. Springtrap, I always come back. Thank you so much, Springtrap. I am gonna listen to Phone Guy. So while he talks, I'm gonna drink some water. Because water's important. I haven't done that in a while. And I've been drinking too much Red Bull, and I am, like, wired.
It's been a bad night here for me. I'm kind of glad that I recorded my messages for you.
Alright, I'm back. Alright, so I drank that water. That water went down my throat, into my stomach, and now it's gonna enter my body, and it's gonna make blood and other stuff that my body needs. It's important. You should drink water. Even though it makes you go to the bathroom more, you should go. I mean, no. I mean, like, yes, you should use the bathroom, but yes, you should drink water. And Phone Guy just got his soul ripped out of his body in a very vicious manner. I had a thought, and then I lost my thought, and all I know the thought revolved around blood leaving your body. Red Bull says it's gonna give you wings because when you die, you get wings. Technically, we don't know what happens after death, so technically, after you die, maybe your life restarts. That's actually something that some people believe, to where after you die, your life just repeats. No one from nowhere, Spooky Pumpkin, hello and welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I know it's a late night stream than usual. But, you know, I streamed once today, and I'm doing a double stream, and I'm streaming till I fall out of my chair. So, Leah Gaming, also hello and welcome back. No, not stalkers. What are you talking about, stalkers? And not racist. I'm better. I'm taller. You know, there's this weird thing, and I'm like, this is really weird. And I'm like, you know what? If someone said they didn't like white people, I'd understand. There's this group of dudes, and they wear shirts, and it's called White Dudes for Kamala Harris, or like White Dudes for Harris. And they're all just like a bunch of like brain dead like white dudes. And I'm like, see, this is why people don't like white people right here. It's because of this crap. And also all the racist crap. But it's just one of those things where I'm like, I see it on TV, and I'm like, this is why I give up a little bit on life. FBS Elite, hello and welcome. Let's talk about something different. Like how Purple Bonnie's gonna absolutely just tear my organs out. I wish to keep all my organs on the inside, in their home, where they're nice and comfortable, which is really weird. But, what's it called? No, but there's so much things so interesting that happen in the world, but it's one of those things where it's like, oh man, you can't talk about those things on a stream. God is good, God is great. Is it wrong of me to tell you that sounds better in Arabic? Because it do. Alright, anyways, you cannot kill Springtrap because Springtrap is inside his body. Hurt so bad the spring locks failure and his soul is stuck inside the suit for all eternity, and Freddy is left the stage. But anyways, I should probably keep looking at Fox, you know. Freddy is he's gone to the wind. I'm not finding him. Is that Freddy or Bonnie? That's Bonnie. I gotta find Freddy on a camera and just kind of lock him down for like at least another hour. I'm gonna need him for locked down for at least another hour. You have summoned me, my child. I am the god of reactions. See, there he is. There he is. Endo, there's God. God is in the chat. And he's right there. You don't need to wonder where your God is. Because he's there. I may not know if he was a cruel or angry God. If it was me personally, I would be a cruel and angry God. Without mercy. Or remorse. Because let's be honest, being a god's kind of tight. And that's kind of cool. And, I think, being a absolute blood god of destruction and chaos, inciting violence all around, would be pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Because let's be honest, Buddha's kind of cool, but, what does Buddha do anyways as a god? We're like, isn't Buddha just some fat dude that sat under a tree for 40 days and then he was like, I am enlightened? And now everyone's like, yup, that's my god right there. That's my man. That's Buddha. Big old man. Also, if he sat under a tree to meditate for 40 days, how is he so fat? Make that make sense. My Lord and God is coming back for a second time. Freddy Fazbear, the god of pizzerias, created by his father, purple dude in the back room. You know what I should play? I should definitely play Into the Pit. Into the Pit would be a wonderful game to play all night. A lot of people are like, why would you play Into the Pit? It's so bad. I haven't checked this door in a while. I've been getting lucky. I'm gonna be honest. I've been getting so lucky. So lucky. Oh, I have $27. No, I have 27%. And I'm at 4 a.m. And I'm dying and I'm losing. And I think a bunch of people left. And I clicked off the game by accident. I'm a freaking failure. I'm dead. 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 I'm so dead. I can't see anything in chat now. I'm so sorry I can't read it. I'm gonna risk it so I can see chat again. Hello, Scott. Door, 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 door. Okay. I somehow managed to untangle that cluster of a thing. So Scott Calthon, hello and welcome. I am playing FNAF till I drop. This is the FNAF marathon. I started late. I know it's a weekday. I may do this again in the future. It may be the same games and people may be like, oh wow, this is the same exact games. How could you play the same exact games twice on a stream? And I'm like, well, it's a stream. It's not like there's any rules on YouTube that's like, oh, you can't stream the same game twice. You can't do a double marathon. It's also spooky month. Also, I see hello. I wanted to record a message for you to help you get started for the night. Well, this is going to be a long night. Honestly, I'm going to be playing this game till, like, very long. Whenever I play this game till 6 a.m., just like in true FNAF fashion. Oh, Chica. My battery's about to run out. Damn this crippled old building with its lack of power and all this stuff. So I know it can be a little overwhelming, but here I'm going to tell you nothing to worry about. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Get along in the first week of the days. I was there! I was at 5 a.m. I had Chica blocked off, and then he's all like, yo, I'm just gonna block you. I'm just gonna... Bonnie's just coming out of nowhere. Bonnie hates me, and I hate him too. Everyone's like, why do you gotta hate on Bonnie? And I'm like, that right there. That annoying crap. Bonnie has the build of Michael Myers in a horror movie to where he just kind of slides through walls and then just executes you immediately. There is no animatronic I find more annoying than freaking Bonnie. Bonnie in every freaking FNAF game gets me every freaking time. It's not Freddy, it's not Foxy, it's not Chica, it's Bonnie every time. Being built like Michael Myers. Bro, listen to the footsteps. You can know who's coming. I listen to the footsteps. That crap is so unreliable in the first game. I hear the footsteps and I'm like, oh, someone's coming. I hit the lights. There's nothing. And I'm like, oh, I hear footsteps again. Lights. There's nothing. And I'm like, oh my god. And this is what happens when I drink like a Red Bull and a half. Watch, I'm gonna crash in like 30 minutes and it's gonna be super slow mode. Alright, night forward. Let's go to this pain again. Let's run it back. Bonnie the Bunny, hello and welcome. You just executed me. Do you have fun slicing my throat in the middle of the night, Bonnie? Do you enjoy jamming me inside a metal suit filled with mechanical parts that puncture all my squishy human organs? I bet you do. Yeah, that's right, you stupid purple bunny. I'd keep looking at you if I could. Do you think if you blow the generator in the night, they take it out of your pay at the end of the week? I feel like that'd be so unfair for the night guard if also, like, hello Bonnie. So if you have any questions, let me know. Nah, now you're an Endo slave. I don't know who this Endo is. Also, I find it really interesting that this dude up here that's also Phone Guy, which I'm just going to refer to as Phone Guy, just has a black profile pic and no name. Dude's in incognito mode. We all know what you do in incognito mode. I don't have to say it. Honk. Boop that snoot. Boop the snoot. I'm boop the snoot. Boop the snoot. Do you want to know what your lord is? I am right here. I am the son of God. I'm reading chat. I give you cheat sheet. Thank you, Phone Guy. You are Phone Guy because you don't have a name, so I give you a name, and your name is Phone Guy. And if you go to another stream, you're gonna be like, "Oh man, what's going on?" I'm like, oh, "That's just Phone Guy." Or maybe if I forget your name, you just get a new name. You know, all I've had to eat today was a burrito, and it wasn't even like a good burrito. It wasn't like, oh man, I went to what's that place that everyone's mad at because they don't give you enough food? Chipotle, that's it. You know, honestly, it's really weird. 'Cause all of the employees, it's like, people get mad at them. It's like, all you do is Chipotle is scoop ingredients into, like, our tortilla. Is it a tortilla? I don't know. That thing that is the outside of a burrito. And I died. I wasn't checking lights. I was doing a bad job. And this is what happens when you don't do your job right. And you're also a little bit delirious. Okay, I can do this. They're just doing their jobs. They are doing their jobs. But at the same time, it's like one of those things. What was I going on about? Oh, yes. People were mad at them because they weren't giving them enough food, which is fair because they're like, yo, it's inflation, so we have to give them less food. And I'm like, wow. And it's like people were like absolutely murdering Chipotle on social media because it's like, wow, I got a rice bowl and they only filled it halfway. Which definitely does suck because if I ordered a large french fry and the french fries are like only at the bottom, I'm like, yo, I just paid you $5 for a large french fry at McDonald's, which is entirely too much money. And I didn't even get that. I got a small into a large. Anyways, I beat this game so many times. I beat it on 420. Honestly, I don't think I've ever done a FNAF stream where I haven't had a person come on stream and then tell me how they beat FNAF on 420, 2020, 320, 60, 70, any random orientations of numbers, which is really strange to me. I'm not ripping into you, Phone Guy. Don't misunderstand. I'm just like, it's just one of those things where I'm like, wow, I'm like, I feel like I should get a stopwatch and start timing whenever I do FNAF streams, whenever someone comes in and they're like, yo, there's like two things. Or you know what I should do? I should make a FNAF bingo sheet for streaming. And I should just put it on the Discord, and it's like whenever viewers come in and they talk about 2020 FNAF, whenever viewers come in and call me bad at FNAF, whenever viewers come in and they try telling me exactly how to play with stream delay, use the cams from 3 seconds and save batteries. Yeah, I know I can probably like min-max this and like, but I like kind of just goofing. I'm goofing, but you need to have like 50% at like 3 a.m. Yeah, I definitely do need half the battery through half the night. That makes a lot of sense. This is making sense. I'm not being mean. I'm just like, this makes sense. This makes sense. It truly does make sense. Bro, min-max to the highest degree. Yo, I'm literally about to make a macro that just, what's it called, follows all the key presses, and it just shuts the doors at the perfect time. Actually, no, I'm just gonna go to a site, download an executor and a script, and just script FNAF. Oh, I know. I'm about to min-max. How do I lower the frame rate to 2 so the animatronics never show up? That's something that people do. They lower the frame rate so Freddy can never ever show up. Ever. Or any of them. That would be min-max to all high hell. Actually, no, that would just be exploiting the game. I feel like I checked that door, but honestly, I've only been checking the left door. Chica is so low on my radar in FNAF 1 that it's absolutely absurd. Bro, Freddy is near the right side. Yeah, that's stream delay. I don't know why I hit that light. There's no way there would be an animatronic right there at the start. You know, if I wasn't talking so much and I actually, like, kind of focused a little bit, like, even the smallest degree, I could probably get through this night. Honest to God. Because I know a lot of people are like, why don't you just win? And I'm like, I feel like it's boring to watch somebody, like, I'm not throwing on purpose. Like, honest to God, I'm not. But I like to read chat, and I like to talk to you dudes, and, what's it called? If you want to watch somebody destroy FNAF in, like, the most min-max possible, high-performance way possible, there are countless YouTubers out there that have absolutely mastered the game and played the game blindfolded and with a banana. But, you can definitely watch that, but if you're coming here and you're expecting, like, totally perfect min-max, like, yo, this is the most perfect FNAF gameplay you've ever seen in your life, it's not gonna happen. You're gonna get a couple of conversation about why, you know, we like FNAF and why Freddy's the boss, because he wears the top hat. Because he is. Anyways, just keep flipping the cameras and then moving left and right and just keep doing that. Yeah, that's all you gotta do. It's like FNAF 2. It's not hard. It's just you just gotta get a little bit lucky and just be quick and do the same 6 button presses. Which is kind of boring. You know which FNAF I hate the most? It's FNAF 4, because it has stupid sound cues, and sound cues suck in FNAF 4. And people are like, oh, you gotta shine the light down the hallway. And it's like, wow, why didn't you hear him? And I'm like, I can't hear him because, one, I don't have my headset maxed out, so I'm not giving myself permanent hearing damage. Like, I'm not damaging my ears. And 2, it's just kind of... what's the word I'm looking for? I don't say FNAF 4 is just kind of bad, but... making a game solely sound cues is just kind of sucks. Also, no FNAF 4. I'm sorry if you like FNAF 4. Also, Cat the Squad, hello and welcome. But if you're gonna try and tell me FNAF 4 is better than any other FNAF game, I think you're wrong. Like, besides, like, Pizza Simulator or, like, any of the FNAF games that aren't, like, you know, the generic cameras and doors and all the fun mechanics, I don't think it is. Not even for a second. FNAF 4 is interesting. It has some fun plot stuff, but, like, God, like, the fact that if you shine the flashlight down the hallway at the wrong time, it's instant death is stupid. It's like, why do I even have this flashlight? The game does not in any way, shape, or form promote me to ever use the flashlight in that game. Like, most of my streams I've done on FNAF 4 has been me only listening for breathing, and then that's it. It's been no flashlight. There's no point to it. And it's like, yeah, if you're like super pro and you're blowing out your eardrums, you can hear them and hit them with a flashlight, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. I'd rather just play RNG the entire time and keep my hearing. Can you put the 1987 in custom nights? I could play some custom nights. You know, this is a non-stop non-stop FNAF, you know, just stream. So I'm just trying to get as many subscribers as possible because, you know, yesterday I got trolled by some dude who made a bunch of alts. And he gave me 500 subscribers. And he's like, you know what? I'm just going to unsubscribe with my alts. And then I'm like, wow, I really needed that 500 because that's a milestone for YouTube. And so now I'm doing a non-stop FNAF stream to attempt to get subscribers. But you know what? If you don't subscribe, that's okay. I just hope you enjoy. And you know, I'm going to say that a few times throughout this stream. And normally I'm not so, like, heavy-handed and being like, yo, subscribe, because I hate doing that. I always do it at the end. Because if you watch till the end, and you know, I'd like to give you a little reminder. Because I forget, because I'm forgetful. But anyways, he laughs about 5 times, and then you're cooked. Yeah, that's about it. I forgot to check the stage, because I got talking. When I get to talking, I forget the forgetful. You're at 510. There we go, that's what I like. I will also like to say, because there's 8 of you in here, I do variety, so I don't do Five Nights at Freddy's all day, every day, and I'm not, like, pumping out videos. I do everything. Like, I was playing Spooky earlier, I was playing Pokemon yesterday. I want to do Legend of Zelda soon. Other horror games, I don't know, maybe Spider-Man would be cool. Or just really weird niche games, or, like, Dragon Ball, or, like, just, like, any anime game. It's just gonna be the biggest spectrum of games you can imagine. Anything that exists. And anything you guys can imagine, like anything you guys would be like, yo, you should do this game. I'll try and make it happen. Honest to God, I will. But I will keep it, like to remind you, I make no money, and I got no money. So in the future, when at some point when YouTube tosses me a nickel per stream that lasts 10 hours, I'll be able to put all the nickels together and buy a game. But I gotta go. Goodbye. Thank you so much for joining me, the Cat Squad, and I hope you have a good night. And I appreciate you just stopping by. I know a lot of people are like, you should make better thumbnails. And I'm like, making thumbnails is like, I don't want to say hard, but it's one of those things that's just kind of weird, and I just don't know what type of thumbnails I want to make yet for a lot of streams, and I play such a wide variety that it's hard for me, and I upload and stream so often. Why are you back after like 5 seconds? I'm looking for Freddy. Alright, because if I can't find Freddy, I can't stop him. Portal 2 is one of those games I get. People are like, you should play Portal 2. I should definitely play Portal 2. I know that some people, they're like, yo, you should play Roblox, and I'm like, or like Fortnite, and I'm like, okay. And they're like, okay, now friend me. And I'm like, no, bro, you said play, not like friend you and like let you just hijack my stream. Which is wild that people, honestly, that's happened too much. Why? How? Why does Chica come back like so quick? Also, why are you playing like a beginner? Just saying. I already said that, phone guy. It's not exciting to watch someone just play like a min-maxed, goober iPad baby that's been playing FNAF the entire time for the entire time of 10 years. I'm not saying like I can play like that. I definitely can't play like that. But if you just want to watch somebody, play FNAF like completely just flawlessly, there's a cajillion YouTube channels that do that. And you are 100% welcome to, like, you know, go and look up a video on FNAF of someone completely flawlessing it. But, you know, on this stream, I'm never going to get close to that. And if I do, it's completely coincidental, and it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing to where it'll happen. But at the same time, Chica walked away for 5 seconds and then came back, and then walked away for another 20 and then came back immediately. And it's night 4. Chica in no way, shape, or form should be that aggressive on night 4. That was like some night 5, night 6 aggression from Chica. I don't think he can cook. Yo, I could just stop reading chat entirely, and I can just be like every other FNAF YouTuber or like streamer that's just like, yeah, I'm not gonna watch what you guys say. I'm not gonna conversate. I'm not gonna interact. I'm not gonna do any of that. But I do interact, and I do say hello, and I do say hello to you. DM the Day. Hello and welcome. Do you play FNAF fan games? I play some of them, but I don't play a lot of Spark games, because Spark games, what's the word? It's super sketchy. And that shit is like the Wild West. I apologize for saying shit, but you know, it's just one of those, sometimes, I use the words that are appropriate, and Spark games is shit. Because one, everyone's like, oh, just download the popular FNAF games. They're popular. It's like, no, bots exist. They can pump up downloads and artificially do that crap to trick people into downloading and getting a virus. Because that happened to me on Sparks games, and Spark games are like, you want to report them? It's like, yeah. And then I realized the report system sucks, and so basically anybody can just spam viruses and just blow up your PC with Sparks games. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not playing with that at all. And I just got into like full-on conversations for like 30 minutes with people and viewers that are like, well, it's safe, you should play it. But anyways, Chuck E. Cheese Rebooted is really good. I will, you know, if I ever decide to go back to Sparks Games and I somehow make $4,000 from streaming and my computer craps the bed, I'll do it. But it's just one of those things where I'm like, I've said it a lot, and I will like just hammer this point real quick and then I'm done talking about it. My computer, I paid more than $2,000 for it. Like, it's $2,000 plus. And if I go to Sparks Games to play a funny FNAF game, and I get a virus, and then my computer is just bricked, you guys aren't going to come to my house and fix it, honestly. And that's understandable. But at the same time, I'm not going to take that risk with my computer and brick it like that. Go away, Bonnie. You're unloved. Check that, check that. Freddy's gone. I didn't check the stage enough. That's okay. I'll just find Freddy, you know, after he leaves the stage. Bonnie's gone. Chica should be coming in any second, because Chica is a yellow piece of crap. Literal human garbage. Chica's gone. Chica's not there. Why is she back up? Honestly, I will be playing a Five Nights fan game, though, on stream, which I think is very interesting. This is one of the ones I like playing a lot on stream. It's entertaining. It's called Return to Bloody Nights. Return to Bloody Nights is like one of the fan games that someone recommended. And this is before Sparks Games. I just heard a scream. Bonnie's not there. Is Bonnie there? No, he's not. Not there. It's not one of those type of games where it's like, then my PC will just be ashes right now. That's what they say, but if it's on Sparks Game, I don't trust the platform Sparks Game. It's not the game itself, it's that Sparks Games sucks. And I don't like it. If it was on Steam, oh my god, it'd be downloaded immediately. If it was on like an official launcher that's monitored, because my problem with Sparks Game is that there are a ton of links that are bad, and they look just like those links. And there's no way that they're taking those links down. And the UI on Sparks Games kind of sucks. Close that door. There's our fun little red friend running through the halls. Is Chica coming to the right? No, she's not. He's back in the cave. Not there. Not there. Where you at, Freddy? Where you at? Where are you? Are you in the bathroom? Are you in Pirate Cove? Are you out there? Are you over here? No, you're not. The Gods is back. Picking you luck for 20 minutes. Use it safely. Alright, it's on Jolt Games, yup. I know I read that late. Yup, there we go. I literally just checked that. I literally just checked that door. Why are they moving like it's night 6? Alright, I'm gonna move on to, you know, FNAF 2. Because, you know, I'm probably gonna have Phone Guy calling me bad again. And so I'm just gonna switch to FNAF 2. And that's the only FNAF games where I'm just gonna min-max it to all high heaven. You know what? I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna do something else, actually. I'm gonna do The Return to Bloody Nights. Alright, so read before that. Oh, where is it? I can't find it. I have lost The Return to Bloody Nights. I wish to dumpster that. Desktop, downloads, Did I put it in random stuff? I don't think I put it in random stuff. No, it's not here. I guess I'm going to FNAF 2. I guess I can't do a Bloody Night. Or a Return to Bloody Night. That's like the one fan game I really like. It's really freaking good for no reason. Readjust that. So everything is now framed nicely. New game. So, help wanted, grand reopening. The Vintage Pizzeria given new life. Come be part of the new face of Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria. What could go wrong? I could have my organs removed from my squishy human vessel. I could have my eyeballs plucked out and then reinserted into my skull. Turn that up real quick.
Hello. Hello and welcome to your new summer job.
Wine.
And improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
All you gotta do is that light, mask, camera, that, wine, that, mask, that, light. Oh, I forgot I need 2 hands for this game. I'm gonna drink some water. Water's important.
That old restaurant was kind of left to rot for quite a while, but I want to reassure you, Fazbear Entertainment is committed to family fun and above all, safety. They've spent a small fortune on these new animatronics. Facial recognition, advanced mobility, they even let them walk around during the day. Isn't that neat? But most importantly, they're all tied into some kind of criminal database so they can detect a predator a mile away. Heck, we should be them to
detect a
guard
predator a mile
Now,
away.
that being said, no new system is without its kinks. You're only the second guard to work at that location. The first guy finished his week.
I love that FNAF 2 is just like, yeah, we just put all the murder robots on the police database to make them way deadlier. And now they have a reason to justify murder. Isn't that great? And you're watching them.
From what we know, that should be impossible. That restaurant should be the safest place on Earth. So while our engineers don't really have an explanation for this, the working theory is that the robots were never given a proper night mode. So when it gets quiet, they think they're in the wrong room. So then they go try to find where the people are, and in this case, that's your office. So our temporary solution is this. There's a music box over by the prize counter, and it's rigged to be wound up remotely. So just every once in a while, switch over to the prize counter video feed and wind it up for a few seconds. It doesn't seem to affect all of the animatronics, but it does affect one of them.
Oh, which animatronic are you talking about? You talking about that creepy puppet one you have in a jack-in-a-box? course you are. You're never not talking about that one. Look, now I have to wind this crap. Look at this crap. Look at all that crap. I'm here till 6 a.m. stuck in this murder box with all these robots. With human souls in them, apparently. Wait, this game is the one with the human souls? Is it the first one? Which one of these robots had a bunch of dead, chopped up kids stuffed in them? Or was it just their heads?
And even though your flashlight can run out of power, the building cannot. So don't worry about the place going dark. Well, I think that's it. You should be golden. Check the lights, put on the Freddy head if you need to. Keep the music box wound up. Piece of cake. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Here we go. Gonna check this thing right here. Puppets only wind up, no flashlight. Oh yeah, you're gonna just see me just breeze through this crap. I shouldn't say breeze through it, but it's like, if you would just want to watch someone just easy min-max a game, this is it right here. This is the easiest FNAF game that ever frickin' existed, and it's not even, what's it called? Reaction speed based sometimes. It's literally just going through, clicking that every time. This is it right here. This is like the super sweat combo. To where you just go like this, shine that, check that hallway, wind the box, put the mask on, take the mask off, light, that. Is Foxy even here? Do I even need a light? Do I need a flashlight? I don't think I need a flashlight the whole way. This is one of those things, I don't even think I need a flashlight. You know what I don't get? If the facility has better power, why don't I just get a floodlight just blasting down that hallway with a kajillion lumens? I feel like that would work. Give me a second. I'm just gonna readjust my chair because it's night one, and they're not gonna jump me. They're not gonna rip my soul out of my body. Also, this cup is definitely filled with hot bodily fluids. That's not blood. It's the other fluids. Or that other one. It's piss. That is a soda cup filled with pee. There's no way that isn't filled with pee. He is literally here from midnight to 6 a.m. He is not leaving his post to go to the bathroom at all. There's no way, shape, or form he is ever leaving this desk to go to the bathroom. He's not going to the bathroom, hitting the urinal, flushing that, and then going back, or, you know, popping a squat in the ladies' room and, you know, blasting one out in that bowl. No. He's here till 6 a.m. and he's peeing in that soda cup. That soda cup? Soda. I like saying soda sometimes. It's just kind of fun to say. Soda. What you got there? Oh, this is my soda. What kind of soda? I got me a Dr. Pepper. A D-Pep. I like saying D-Pep personally. My brother started saying D-Pep and I'm like, that don't make sense. And then I started saying D-Pep and I'm like, yo, D-Pep's kind of fun to say. Instead of saying Dr. Pepper or Dr. D. Dr. D sounds wildly inappropriate sometimes. But only if you got your mind in the gutters. I hate you, new Bonnie. And I hate you, old Bonnie. I hate you, Bonnie, in general. I don't know why people like you. You're so purple and blue and lame. Turn that on. Do that on. You know something that people don't tell you about FNAF 2? Is that depending on the amount of actions you do in a short time, it actually speeds up the animatronics. So if you're hitting all the lights, checking the camera a ton of times, it actually speeds them up. So if you're just spamming the camera up and down, up and down, up and down as fast as you can, they're all going to start running at like Mach speeds. They're all going to break the sound barrier. Look at them balls of tinfoil, this
hello?
fan,
Hello?
whirling and twirling.
Yeah, I told you your first night wouldn't be a problem.
You know what goes
You're a
hard?
natural.
FnaF fan songs.
By now, I'm sure
FnaF
you
fan
noticed the
songs
older
go so
model
hard for no
sitting in the
reason.
back
I don't know who in the world.
those are from the
No, I'm gonna listen to him
previous
talk.
location, and we just use them for parts now. The idea at first
Speak
was
to me,
repair
phone
them.
guy.
They even started retrofitting them with some of the newer technology, but they were just so ugly, you know? The smell. So the company decided to just go in a whole new direction and make them super kid-friendly. Those older ones shouldn't be able to walk around, but if they do, the whole Freddy head trick should work on them too, so whatever.
You know, I'm starting to get hit by a case of the sleepies. You know what I gotta do? I gotta blast away with some Red Bull.
Oh yeah, Foxy. Hey listen, that one was always a bit twitchy. I'm not sure if the Freddy head trick will work on Foxy. If for some reason he activates during the night, and you see him standing at the far end of the hall, just flash your light at him from time to time. Those older models would always get disoriented with bright lights. It would cause a system restart or something. Come to think of it, you might want to try that on any room where something undesirable might be. It might hold it in place for a few seconds. That glitch might have carried over to the newer models too. One more thing, don't forget the music box. I'll be honest, I never liked that puppet thing. It's always...
Oh, I hear you, Balloon Boy, you little battery goblin.
So just don't forget the music box.
Oh, I hate you.
Anyway,
I hate you, Balloon
I'm sure it
Boy.
won't be a problem. Have a good
Coming
night,
in,
and
taking
I'll
my
talk to you tomorrow.
booteries. My booteries are mine. You can't have them. I hear you. Gone, demon. That's right. You repellent wearing son of a battery goblin. You. Yeah! Suck it. That totally made sense. I'm totally making comedy here. No one shall deny. Oh, there's Freddy. You know what I don't get? I see, like, some people, and they're like, yo, if you had to be with an animatronic, which one would you be with? And I'm like, there's no way you can be down bad over Five Nights at Freddy's. There's no humanly way that you're like, yo, Freddy from Five Nights at Freddy, you know, was down bad for him. And I'm like, no. They're like, yo, Chica looking kind of good. And I'm like, no. That don't make sense. There's no possible way that people are down bad for animatronics in a horror game that was on an iPad in, like, what, like 2010 or something? When did this game come out? Like, no, 2013? Which is wild to me. It's absolutely absurd. I love how slow paced this night is. You know, I just feel the tiredness coming over me. Also, School Cat, all the law, hello and welcome. Go away, Chica. You don't got no beef. You got ugly teeth. Alright, and let me know if you got any questions, any tips, any tricks, any things you want to tell me. You know, whether if I'm bad or great, or, you know, you think you just better in general, which is probably the case. A lot of people watching these streams are definitely better at me than FnaF. No, at FnaF than me. You know what I like about the second game? And, I forget which other one it is. I think it's Sister Location. If you die enough, you get a fun mini-game. Which I'm like, that's kind of a reward, honestly. If you're dying enough, you get to just play a fun little mini-game. Which is just super creepy, too. You know what I need? I need more energy drink. I need more absolute sugar pulsing through my veins. I hear my cat screaming outside. I'm gonna be screaming outside because Freddy's gonna mentally break me. You're gonna watch Freddy to break me so far that it's gonna just be laughing. It's gonna be cackling at some point in this stream. put that on. I hear you and your dial-up noises. Do they have... What year is FNAF 2 taking place in? Did they even tell us the year? Also, like, I'm the best. Roxanne the Wolf, I believe it. But if you're talking about best animatronic, obviously it's gotta be Freddy because he's on the cover. Freddy actually, in fact, is not my favorite animatronic, but he's on the box art. Kind of like how everyone knows the Pokemon in the box art's the best Pokemon. You know something I appreciate about Pokemon? It's like, yo, that's a cool box art. Do you want it? Yes. You get to catch it at the end. No way! Way! Oh no, get out of here. Be gone, demon! I said be gone! Be gone! Be gone! Ooh, I'm making noises because I ran out of things to say for a moment. Why do they keep popping up so frequently in night 2? This is night 2. This isn't night 3. It isn't 4. It isn't Nightmare. You know, honestly, if this was a different night, that would have been so brutal. Having them all come back to back to back to back like that. Get out of here. "6 a.m. Oh, I get the spooky cutscene, so I get time to drink water and jam food down my throat real quick. Got my meat, put some food down my gullet. Down my gullet, 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 gullet.
Hello? See, I told you wouldn't have any problems. Did, Foxy ever repair the hallway? Probably not. I was just curious. Like I said, he was always my favorite.
Like I said, I'm just putting some food in my mouth.
They thought the first one was too scary, so they redesigned him to be more kid-friendly instead of in Kids Cove. To keep the toddlers entertained, you know. But kids these days just can't keep their hands to themselves. The staff literally had to...
Oh, this is what I hate about FNAF 3 right here. He tells you about Mangle, like, a day after you have to figure out how to deal with Mangle.
Now he's just a mess of parts. I think the employees refer to him as just the Mangle. Oh, hey, before I go, I wanted to ease your mind about any rumors you might have heard lately. You know how these local stories come and go. And
eating during stream is always very inconvenient because it always blocks one of my, like, windpipes. One of my multiple windpipes, yes, just like in any normal human. For I am human. I am normal, dude. I have all the hearts that a human has.
Okay, well anyway,
and all the brain, and definitely all limbs. You know, I definitely have all 6 of my limbs. But anyways, enough talking about how human I am. I'm so human, so magically human. I like looking at little Freddy on the counter. I look at him every time when I went in the box. I look deep into his eyes. And he likes to remind me that I'm screwed. I'm in this metal box with these nightmare creatures from a Chuck E. Cheese fueled acid trip. I don't like Chuck E. Cheese. I mean, like, I think I kind of like Chuck E. Cheese at some point, but also at another point, I'm like, why? Why would you do this to me? Oh, I want Security Breach. That's one of the games I'm gonna get when I ever get money from YouTube. They give me 7 nickels, and I save up all 7 of those nickels to get Security Breach. That will be a wonderful day. I will literally hop for joy. Like, I will literally cry tears of joy. And it'll be great. And Balloon Boy, I hear you in the vents. Just being a polite little man. I don't care how polite you are. You can't have my battery. Mine. When the day shift comes, I'm going to take a wrench to Bonnie. Oh, my throat just dried up suddenly. Oh. This feels so painful. I'm legit in pain. I am in the much pain right now. I should probably stop talking, but I can't stop talking because this is a non-stop talk stream. What's it called though? I always like to talk during streams. I know I always like to watch a bunch of people play streams too, and a lot of the times, they don't really talk a lot. What they do, it's like the most like, I'm Jigglypuff, some, wait. What is the other one? Terracinion? Also Crying Child, hello and welcome! You've seen me in 2 games. Which 2 games is it? I know you're in FnaF 4, but that is it. Isn't that it? What other game is Crying Child in? Oh, Tyranitar and Terracinion. Isn't Terracinion that grass-type Pokemon with the long legs? I think I know what you're talking about. But, I can't wait till these animatronics leave me alone so I can put some water down my throat so I don't start dying and being in pain, because I'm literally going to start being in pain here in a moment from talking. But what was I talking about before? Oh yes, I was talking about how I love to watch other streamers, you know, just see how they do, how they organize, how they thumbnail, how they, like, treat community, how they, like, supercharge chat and all that other junk. And then I'm like, oh, this is going to be so much fun. I say hi, and they have, like, 3 people watching them. Say it a few more times. Completely ignored. And I'm like, this is why you don't have any subscribers, right here. What is it? Striped shirt dude and some hair. Same hair. Wait. Striped shirt? Wait, which game was it? I haven't played all the FNAF games, so I'm not, like, super into the FNAF lore, but I think that's also part of the fun of me streaming FNAF, is that I actually get to learn about a lot from FNAF, from you dudes who just come by and they're like, yo, here's a fun FNAF fact. I've learned so much about FNAF just by streaming FNAF. It's ridiculous how much I've learned. Anyways, yo, Evan, I don't even know you were here. God's nose, Crying Child. God knows that there are crying child in the world and he let it happen because, he's a terrible God. Or an angry God. You ever wonder what happened to the Christian God in the early Bible when he was turning people into pillars of salt and flooding the world? And, like, making people explode? Or just causing instant death? Or telling them to kill their kids? I remember that. Remember when God was like, yo, Isaac, you wanna know how you can prove you love me? And he's like, what is it, God? Kill your kid. What? Yeah, just take him up to a mountaintop, stab him right in the chest. The Bible's great, honestly. Not even if you don't believe it, just like, some of the stories are very entertaining. Not even in the fact it's like, oh yeah, just like fate, it's just like, yo, they just kind of get weird and quirky with it. Like, they got bootleg Hercules. His name is Samson. He's strong because his hair is long, so his hippie, hair gives him super strength. That's in the Bible. David and Goliath. Actually, David and Goliath. Everyone loves David and Goliath. Especially those Renaissance people. Oh my god, the Renaissance people love David and Goliath. And Hermes, too. Mainly David and Hermes was really popular. Like, in Italy, oh my god, that is absolutely insane. Actually, no, was it Italy? No, it's Greece. But anyways, besides a little, history, and a little bit of fun Bible junk. Only reason I know is because you get dragged to church. Oh, yeah, like, I'm not here to spare, exactly. Some gods are merciful, most are not. I have a little bit of water left. I have no water left. Oh, phone guy, bestow upon me the wisdom of ages.
Hey there, nice
Through this
work.
wonderful piece of modern technology and wiring.
Just to update you, there's been somewhat of
If I'm being honest with you, I'm so tired, I'm barely aware of what I'm doing. Because I'm running on 4 hours of sleep. I've already streamed once today, and streaming, I don't want to say takes it out of me, because I'm just kind of... Air is hard for me to breathe. But, it takes it out of me sometimes. And sometimes someone has to come in and they're like, yo, streaming too long. It's not good for your health. It's not healthy. And this is the unhealthy stream right here. This is the stream to where I'm going till I'm on the ground. But you know what? I need the subscribers. Because there have been some people in the past, like 48 hours messing with my numbers, thinking it's funny to make a bunch of alt accounts. And so I'm just trying to get as many subscribers as possible. And normally I'm not so heavy-handed. And I just want people to enjoy the stream, but at the same time, it's really annoying to just have somebody just mess with your numbers and you're just trying to improve. And it's like, I can't improve if you're messing with the graphs and numbers and all the statistics I'm looking at. Also, the most insane goddess is, Ilissa, the goddess of madness, fury, and rabies. I know that's true. Like, I know 120% that's real. There's a god for everything. You know what's crazy? The Apollo. Like, Apollo's the god of, like, 7 different things. It is crazy. So I feel like in, Greece, they're like, who's in charge of that? Oh, frick, I don't know, Apollo. Because, what's it called? There's a lot of stuff in nature that's, like, people couldn't explain with science. And this is the running theory, I think, right now. Like, if you go to, like, a college or, like, a school or, like, a professional, they're like, yo, people hundreds of years ago, to make sense of the world, of why stuff happens, like weather and phenomena and the seasons changing and the stars, they were like, yo, there's a guy up there, and he's God, and he handles that. And that was easier than just being like, yeah, let's, science this out, bros. Scientific theory, scientific process. Also, Galileo getting, excommunicated from the church for pointing binoculars up at the night sky. That's pretty cool. I'm playing FnaF and talking about Galileo and gods. Isn't that kind of interesting? I think that's interesting and kind of weird. But you know what? I like to talk about anything and anything because my brain is a hodgepodge of random information and little bits of information that is all absolutely just jumping out and then jumping back in and then just funny jokes and some dark humor. And, you know, there's also you dudes too, also feeding the machine with other random informations in my hodgepodge of a god-forsaken brain that also holds my being. You ever think that you're just a bunch of just electrical impulses going through your brain, and your brain's just a piece of hardware that just holds your being, your very soul? Ever heard of a Pope corpse trail? You ever heard of collecting Pope's corpses? But I've never heard of a Pope's corpse trail. That sounds really interesting, Tyrannotar. What do you think they do with the dead popes? Do you think they have their own cemetery, or do you think they have like a mausoleum, or do you think they have them like taxidermied, and then they line the Vatican because they're all extra holy? I'm just saying, if you had some extra holy cadavers and you believe in demons, like, I feel like you just send the cadavers at the demons. You know what's crazy to me? I've been here for a while. It's almost 8:30 for me. 8:30? No, it's past 8:30. And I'm like, this is the non-stop, no sleep, stop till I drop, FnaF stream. I'm a FAF and NAF and Hit Fred. Oh my gosh, Hit Fred. I don't know where Hit Fred comes from. My brain's just dying. These guys are trying to get me. I feel kind of bored sometimes playing FNAF 2 now because on nights like this where I'm just like absolutely dominating the paint with my sick FNAF skills in FNAF 2, it's just kind of like, it's not hard. When people are like, oh man, FNAF 2 is so hard, it's like, it's not. You literally wind the box, put the mask on as quickly as humanly possible. Like right there, see? I was on the cameras, I just go down to mask as soon as I'm not on cameras. You're good. And you just gotta wind the box sometimes. You know, I honestly haven't been paying attention to the flashlight battery, because the flashlight battery, this thing never freaking runs out. I don't think I've ever lost a game in FNAF 2 where I'm like, wow, I used up all the battery. That's so unfortunate. No, like never. Never used up all this freaking battery. You know, I'm still waiting for, ever heard of a Pope's Trail? I hear you giggling, balloon boy. Trying to take my soul away with my batteries. I'm gonna shove a car battery in that child, so he'll never have to take my battery again. I'm about to tie him outside during a lightning storm to a lightning rod and watching that little round child get absolutely obliterated by the wrath of God from the heavens. That's what I want. I want to see Balloon Boy be smited by Zeus. You ever wonder how Zeus ever manages to keep his wife? Because he just constantly cheats on her, like constantly. Which is actually low-key impressive that he somehow managed to get his marriage to work, even though he's a fictional character. Because he screws everyone in creation, even the animals, princesses, even concepts. Like rivers and flowers and trees. Like Zeus is just all going all around, just making new gods and goddesses, just banging everything. Which is actually impressive. Ugh. You know, while he's looking at me, I'm gonna check the number, you know. Number checked. That's a-okay. I am losing my mind, going up in my mind, going down my mind. I don't know why I'm going up, don't know why I'm going down. I'm hot and then I'm cold, and I take my jacket off, and then I put it back on, and then I'm like, what am I doing again? Oh yeah, I'm playing FNAF. This is what happens when I don't have sleep and I'm just running on energy. Like my haywire rat brains is just in rat mode. I'm in full gremlin rat mode right now. Which is not where I thought. I was gonna be in hysterical crazy mode, not little rat mode. But I don't decide the modes. That's for the chemicals in my brain. In my cranium. Having a little cranium soup swishing around in my skull. Cranium soup, wait no, that's redundant to say cranium and skull in the same sentence, because cranium just means head dome. Fred Bear's Family Diner. Our sister location. Just get through one more night. Hang in there. Good night. Do you think Fred Bear's Friendly Diner is a diner, and then they have a little like robot stage? You know, honestly, I would eat at a diner called Fred Bear's Diner and get myself a pretty butt-kicking BLT and a soda. Ooh, and some chips, honestly. I want to get French fries though. I feel like eating French fries with a BLT just isn't right. It's gotta be like potato chips, any kind of your chips, you know, something like a snack. Definitely a little bit of salt. You ever think about how delicious bacon grease is? Like, obviously, you shouldn't just be eating it by the spoonful, but it's like... You never see, like, someone, like... Whenever you make eggs or, like, something for, like, breakfast food, and you, like, spray down the pan so it doesn't stick to it, you ever think you can just put bacon grease in it? Because I'm going to tell you right now, you should put bacon grease in it. Because that thing, whatever you're making, is going to be so much better. It's going to have a little bit of, like, not even, like, the bacon flavoring, but, like, a little bit of, like, that salty taste to it. Like, kind of, like, seasoning. And you can just have, like, these butt-kicking pancakes. Or eggs. Mainly eggs. Like, pancakes are a little weird, but, like, eggs cooked with a little bit of bacon grease in the bottom of the pan so they don't stick. Oh my god, it is the best thing you will ever eat. And also, that's how they do it in a lot of diners, too. They don't clean it. They just start cracking. They cook everything on the same skillet. That's why the diner food always tastes so good. Also, I'm sick. I'm going to bed. See ya. Good night, boy. This is good. And I hope you feel better tomorrow. Oh, that's a dial-up wolf coming from my soul. I appreciate you watching so long. I wish I could go to bed. Honestly, I want to sleep. I'm so tired, but at the same time, I gotta go through all the games. God! Oh, what night was I on? Night 5? Night 5, first death? That ain't so bad. Alright, I'm gonna get a water bottle real quick. Be back like 20 seconds. 15 seconds. Still here. Yes, you can come in. I'll let my cat in, so you may hear a cat just crying because she just wants to be in the same room, not be alone outside. You want to go outside? You don't want to be in here? No? Alright, I gotta let her out. She doesn't want to be in here. Okay. Reassure the animal. Release the animal like a little fish. Sometimes I like to hold my cat like it's a fish. I don't know why. It doesn't hurt. It's just like I just kind of hold her and she just goes all like floppy weight. And it's just kind of weird. But I kind of like it. And then when I put her down, she like slowly walks away and then runs away really fast. Like you ever see people like catching and releasing a fish? It's like that. Where it's like they're holding it. It's like really slow and they put it in the water. It's like they realize they're in the water again and they just go crazy. That's how my cat behaves when I pick her up and then I just kind of release her back onto the ground. Just like a fish. She's my cute little fish. A little catfish. I never had catfish. I heard catfish is actually really freaking good. Now I'm just thinking of food. Why didn't I eat before the stream? And why didn't I drink my freaking water? Oh. You know what's weird? The news was talking about the hurricane that hit down south. In America, for those people who aren't here, a Category 5 hurricane. I forget its name, but you know, hurricanes, earthquakes are on a scale to 1 to 10, and hurricanes are on a scale to 1 to 5. And a 5 being a force of God, it was a 5, which is like absolutely nuts. And it hit, and now no one's really talking about it. I'm not seeing any more shorts about it, no more TikToks, no more like little YouTube clips, nothing. it's all just like overshadowed by the election. And I'm like, yo, I kind of want to know how those people are doing after that hurricane hit them. You know, when the force of God came down upon them, I want to know, like, they're like doing all right. Like, I remember seeing clips too of Canadian fire trucks and rescue workers making their way down to America to the border, like 2 or 3 days before the hurricane hit, which is crazy. Ah, dang it. Where is FNAF 2? There it is. I was about to sit there and watch that little man taunt me, giggling at me, making me feel small. I'll show him small. I'll punt him down that gosh darn hallway. I'll watch him roll all the way down it. Like the round little lad he is. Little lad. Little lad, little lad. He's a little man lad.
Hey, good job, night 5.
Night 5. Here we go. Do I drink more Red Bull? Do I go? Do I sleep? Or do I wake? Do I stay awake forever?
Especially concerning any previous employees. When we get it all sorted out, we may move into the day shift. The position just became available. We don't have a replacement for your shift yet, but we're working on it. We're gonna try to
I committed myself to a 5 nights marathon, and this was such a bad idea. All I want to do is lay down.
Just get through one more night. Hang in there. Good night.
Doing a marathon while sleep deprived, I do not recommend. Do not do. Do not do. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Go directly to jail. This is what my body's telling me right now. My body's like, you should stop filling me with Red Bull. Because Red Bull does not count as 8 hours of sleep, apparently. Apparently that currency does not exchange properly inside my body. And my body's like, you're dying. You need to lie down. And I'm like, no. No. Freddy. Har. He has a top hat. He has a Snoop to boop. Oh, Bonnie, Chica. Chica's one. You got no hands. I was not fast enough. I was not fast enough in the slightest. Huh. You know, there's always these moments in the stream, and it's always, like, around this point, too, to where I'm like, I think to myself, I'm like, do I keep going, or do I stop? And I'm like, you know what? I should keep going, you know? Because at this point, it's like, what's it called? It's always easy to stream whenever there's people watching, but streaming always gets the hardest when there's, like, only, like, when there's no one watching, or you only think there's one person watching, or, you know, someone could just have me on in the background and I don't know it. This is when streaming gets the hardest, and this is when people are like, oh man, streaming looks so much fun, it's so easy, and it's like there's these moments during when you're streaming, and it's just kind of like, I don't want to say lonely or like depressing, but it's like, it's on you to be entertaining even if there's no one else around. Also, I watched Borderlands the movie, and I was like, everyone says it's sex, and it is beyond forgettable. Borderlands the movie should never have been made, and you know what? Apparently, the original plot and the original stuff was so good, but the director wanted to rewrite basically everything. And so, what happened with Borderlands the movie is that there was a god-tier script that was made for it, and then the entire movie got rewritten after getting greenlit, so they had the greenlit with the new script that wasn't like, you know, that script wasn't greenlit, but they got the green light in general for the project, so it's kind of like if you show up to a car manufacturer with the blueprints for a car, and you're like, this is the car, and they're like, oh my god, this is the next Dodge Charger. And then you're like, alright, go ahead, make it, whatever. And then you're like, you know what? I want to change this. I want to change this. And then it turns into a minivan. And they're like, what the hell happened? You showed us the next generation of Dodge Chargers, and you made a minivan? He's like, well, you know, the people in charge wanted something different. And it's like, we make Chargers. It's like, well, this is a minivan. And then everyone's just upset that the Dodge Charger dealership is selling minivans. I don't know. I got lost in the sauce of this hypothetical. But moral of the story is they had an amazing script. They changed all of it. And that's why Borderlands, the movie, sucked butt. And they also got actors, like, I don't want to say they're bad actors, but they just weren't in their element. They weren't. Claptrap was supposed to be the most annoying piece of crap. They chose the most beloved guy, Jack Black. Roland was okay. Tina was okay. But there was, like, Lilith was, like, I don't want to say an old lady, but, like, she was much older than she should have been for playing that role. Or they should have had the CGI department do something great. But they had, oh my god, they had so much potential with Borderlands. They had so much creative freedom they could have gone with, and then they just dropped the ball. They just shot themselves in the foot, and then they were like, alright, you guys love us, right? And we were like, no! Oh god. But twice like, I'm all for, like, you know, you find the right person that's, like, killing it for their job. Oh, it snuck in. Oh, it's 3 a.m. Well, dang. Yeah, just kill me. But, yeah, it was just like a casting mess up. It was a rewriting mess up. The only thing they got right was the sets, which I heard were just like next tier. They're next level from what I've seen. They're absolutely amazing. And it was just, but gosh, just I remember seeing that, and I'm like, and I played, like, unholy amounts of Borderlands, but, like, God, I just can't get over how booty cheeks it was, how booty cheeks it is. Alright, let's lock in and get through this night so I can get to the next FNAF game. I shouldn't say get to the next FNAF game, but, like, This level is just like a slight difficulty tweak for me to where I can't just brain dead autopilot through this night like I did the other 4. I was trying to be every Space Bandit reference and then its own reference. I haven't seen it, so I don't know, but that sounds accurate. Come on. I put my mouse a little too far to the right. Alright, it's 1 a.m. I'm doing good. 1 a.m. is practically 6 a.m. Alright, wind her up. I'm glad they chose the right weapons for the characters, but not the right actors. I'm always one for, like, yo, if you find an actor and they don't, like, fit the role perfectly, they don't look like... I bring this up a lot, but there's a lot of original stories that were written a very long time ago, and they got a lot of white people in the stories, and then a lot of the stories are, like, very loved by many fans. I won't say, like, any names or any stories, but, like, they start swapping races and all this junk, and I'm like, you don't need to socially diversify these roles. Like, I'm just gonna say it. Frickin' Disney can't find one actor that looks like Snow White. I don't believe it. Honest to God. And I'm not saying Snow White, but I mean, like, it's very on the nose, like Snow White, white hair, Cole, black hair. Like, it's literally in the fairy tale. It's like one of the first, like, pages of Snow White, like, the description of Snow White. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then there's also, like, the CW, which I know doesn't have as much money, and they have their own actors, but I'm like, yo, they have, like, half the cast for The Flash just changed to people that aren't white, and I'm like, I'm okay with this, you know, they did a good job, but I'm like, half the cast from the comic books being changed from a lot of people with red hair to a lot of black people, I'm like, and it's not even that, they were good, it's just that, I'm like, they just didn't feel like those characters from the comic book. Which I'm okay with reimaginings and stuff like that. And I'm like, and that's how I view it. And I'm like, and I still enjoy it. But at the same time, I'm like, you can do better. I know you can do better. I know there has to be some up-and-coming actor that can act their way out of a paper bag and look somewhat like a comic book character. Marvel's been doing it for years. Also, The Little Mermaid too, like, I'm okay with it. I'm not happy with it. But it's just one of those things from, like, oh, I'm all for, like, yo, if you have a script and you find an actor that's perfect for that script, it doesn't matter if they're black, white, rainbow, or from space, I do not care. But if it's like a story like The Little Mermaid, Superman, it's like if DC made a new Batman movie and then they got like some like black dude to do it, it's like, okay, Batman's white though, and they're like, no, he was just the best guy suited for it. It's like, you can't just do that. You can't just like change Batman like that. Or like the Black Panther. They remake a new Black Panther movie, but they make him a white dude. Oh my god, like, think about how just absolutely upheaval that will be. And it's like, well, the white dude was the best Black Panther. And it's like, no! You can't do that to the Black Panther either! Miles Morales is great. Because Miles Morales isn't a black Spider-Man. Miles Morales is his own Spider-Man. Which is one of those things that I bring up too whenever I start talking about this, because Miles Morales is his own character. He's not like alternate universe Peter Parker. He's his own character with his own comic books, with his own stories, that also has spider powers, like Peter Parker. And Spider-Man. Well, Peter Parker and Spider-Man are the same person, but like, it's one of those things where it's like, that isn't upsetting. Now, it's upsetting if they make Peter Parker not a white nerdy dude that gets picked on in high school and then becomes a reporter for the Daily Bugle. Like, it's... And it's one of those things, too. There's even an interview with, there's even, Stan Lee, and a clip of it, and he's like, I will never, ever, like, he's like, you remember he was, like, in a meeting, they're like, hey, we found this, black guy to be Peter Parker, and he's like, I will never, ever let a black dude play Peter Parker, because that's Peter Parker, that's the character. The character he made was a white dude that liked science, and was a little bit of a mess up, and just wanted to date the girl next door. That's how the character was written, and that's what he wanted. And I'm like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And if someone's like, oh my god, you're a racist, no one, for like thinking that way, and I'm like, I don't think so. I'm like, it's the best person for the job, and I'm like, that's all I want. Anyways, is it still Spider-Man though? The Sinister Six? The Sinister Six are still Spider-Man. But, like, at this point, comic books are so fluid with, like, enemies and other people mixing and matching, especially, too, with all the multiverse stuff that's been happening lately. Also, Astrobot, hello and welcome. That doesn't kill it. Oh, wait, it does. He's a hero! Oh, did you see that clip? That little short? I love that short. I want to make more shorts like that. I never made a lot of shorts like that because I have to do it on my phone. It's super annoying. But I'm just talking about, you know, how like Disney and like other companies keep on changing people's like comic book characters, fairy tale characters, like skin colors and race to be more inclusive, which is stupid. You know what I hate? That they wouldn't make Snow White. They want to have Snow White in the 7 magical beings and not Snow White in the 7 dwarves. And I'm like, there's no way you can't find 7 dwarves that are also actors that wouldn't love to be those roles. And there's not a lot of roles made specifically for little people. And I think that would be like the holy grail, being in a Disney movie, playing a little person and playing to that strength. How did you get in the room? Alright, I'm calling BS on that one. Honestly, Mangled, Miles Morales and Spider-Man and his enemies. You know what? Just kill me. Please. Please just kill me. It's Miles Morales versus Spider-Man's arch enemy, Sinister Six, not a single Miles Morales OG villain. Well, Miles Morales, it's hard to give him an OG villain because he doesn't even have OG superpowers. He's just, I don't want to say a copy of Peter Parker's abilities, because he has his own thing. He has, like, the Venom and invisibility, but it's like, that's what happens when you make a superhero, and then you make another superhero that's exactly the same, with the same skill set and powers. Like, Flash and Kid Flash, like, Kid Flash is still fighting all the same dudes the Flash is fighting. Robin is still fighting all the same dudes Batman's fighting. I'm not saying he's a sidekick, but he's his own person with the same skills and movesets in the same city with the same people that live in that city. Unless Miles Morales wants to move to New Jersey and be the Spider-Man there. I don't see him doing that, though. So he's gonna keep fighting the same dudes. Oh well, he died. That is honestly the bad ending alternative to that clip. Astrobot, like, honest to God, that's what I would have said. But yeah, that's just my little, like, spiel. I mean, it's just, like, one of those things that I'm, like, I don't want to say, like, that's the hill I'm gonna die on, but, like, that's the hill I'm gonna die on. To it, just, like, you don't need to be just that inclusive to the point to it's, like, you're just sabotaging these beloved stories. Because I'm a dude that's stuck inside most of the year, and I really love, like, comic book stories, movies, books, and everything that I can do inside in video games. And I hate it when, like, they're misrepresented, or it's like, I love reimaginings or retellings of stories, because it's like reimagining, like Man of Steel. I look at that as a retelling, you know, and it's just, it's fun to watch. And a lot of people are like, well, that's not how Superman happened. And it's like, well, it's entertaining, and I like it. Or, like, when they reboot Spider-Man for the 3rd time, a lot of people, it's like, well, that's not how it happened. And I'm like, well, it's a retelling. It's Spider-Man. It's good. You know what? A lot of people are like, oh, man, Tom Holland is a bad Spider-Man. I'm like, anyone who says Tom Holland is a bad Spider-Man is just on the largest amount of copium in the world. Because Tobey Maguire, he was a great Spider-Man, but he was too... What? No, actually, no. I forget how I say this, but, he was a great Peter Parker, but he wasn't a better Spider-Man than Andrew or Tobey. He just did it first. Andrew Garfield was an amazing Spider-Man, but he was just, like, too cool. Just, like, the fit of his body was just, like, too... I don't want to say tough, but, like, he didn't make a good, fun, nerdy Peter Parker that was, like, stumbling over himself, like Tobey was. But he was an absolutely amazing Spider-Man. Like, he was so much better than Andrew as a Spider-Man. He was quippier. He had the attitude. He had like the body language. He had it all. And also he did have the advantages of better CGI too, which I will against Tobey Maguire. But then there's Tom Holland, who is like, he does the nerdy stumble and he does it so well, and then he's just kind of quippy, asking questions, just being a little bit nerdy as Spider-Man, because Spider-Man can be a little nerdy in a fight. You know, when Spider-Man meets, like, Mr. Fantastic or another Marvel character with, like, you know, that's kind of smart. He knows a thing or two. That's why he's such good friends with Banner and Hulk. Like, he's just cool like that, Spider-Man. But, and that's why I think Tom Holland's the best, because he's the best of both Peter Parker and Spider-Man. Because you can't have Spider-Man without Peter Parker. You can't. It's impossible. But, this is one of those things that I just think about sometimes. Also, I want to point out, last round, that's crazy. I got murdered by Foxy. Like, Foxy of all people. Also, Mangled keeps messing me up. Like, I've never been messed up by Mangled this often. You know what I'm not doing? I'm not leaving the mask on long enough, even though I'm in such a rush to rewind that stupid box. Winding up this box. You ever notice how wind and wind is spelled the exact same, but it's, said in different ways, unless wind is spelled in a different way? Is wind spelled in a different way? No. Wind, I can spell. It's one of those things where I'm like, do I even know how to spell? Do I even spell, bro? Do we spell? Is my throat about to die? My throat's dying. Oh, God. Ooh, the mask. The light. The mask in the light. Light. Mask. Light. Mask. Light. Mask. Light. Light. In the mask. Blast. No one show up, please. Did someone say Dino Nuggies? Oh, will you snail? No one said that. Hog Rider? I haven't heard the words Hog Rider in a long time. Oh, I hear you, Mangled. Mask on. See, right there, that's when the Mangled really messes me up. Trying to trip me up. Early in the night, no. Balloon Boy, you little goblin. Get out of here. Alright, Gib, I am going to squash your hopes right now. To spend $10 on Will You Snail, there are multiple games I'd rather buy than Will You Snail for $10 if I had $10. Maybe in the far future, when YouTube sends me more than a nickel, I will play Will You Snail. But I don't have more than a nickel. And I can't play Will You Snail. So I will not snail. Unfortunately. And I'm sorry if that was a little mean. Or a little rude. But I just want to stress. And really just drive the point home. That I will not Will You Snail anytime soon. Or within the near future. And I apologize. I hear him laughing, and it sounds like the laugh when he steals my batteries, and I got really freaking scared.
Hello.
I know you're in my vents, Balloon Boy. Going through my vents, grabbing my junk, my crap. Oh, my crap. Oh, get out of here, Mangled. Oh, I need to wind you up so bad. Why does he keep spamming highs and hellos? Freddy! Yeah, I know you want to go back to the back storeroom. Oh, Balloon Boy. I just keep on hearing him say hi. 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 Just hi. Over and over again. Damien, hello and welcome. 1 sec. I'm getting my own new pants. New pants is good. New pants, who dis? New pants, who dis? Honestly, I know there's a new, there's a game you can play that's called New Phone, who dis? But I really like New Pants, who dis? I don't know why I'm having so much fun saying that. I'm having too much fun saying that. Oh, I hear that radio dial-up noise. It's gone. Oh, Balloon Boy, get out of here, please! Oh, God, that was so close. Flash Foxy, I haven't flashed him in a minute. Anyone in those vents? No. I keep hearing them coming and going, and I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate you, Bunny! He's trying to suck my soul out of me. Balloon Boy in the vents just having a good time. Yeah, I know you're having a good time there. Little devil. Little devil child. Why is he spamming highs? I don't think I've ever heard Balloon Boy talk to me so much. Stop talking to me! Don't even look at me, Balloon Boy. That's it. I beat FnaF 2! I'm the greatest! Oh! Jeremy Fitzgerald in 1987 has awarded you $100.50. Thanks, inflation. This can buy me 1 chocolate bar. I will now drink this water. Maybe sip some Red Bull. And stay awake on this marathon with 4 hours of sleep. God. This is so ridiculous. You ever have your brain just kind of swimming around in your skull and you're just like, yeah, you should probably stop. This is good enough, you know? Technically, I've already streamed... Did I do 2 hours or 3 hours? I think I did 3 hours. So I'm technically at 5.5 hours for streaming for today. But then again, I should probably keep going. But then again, health issues. Then again, FNAF Marathon, the non-stop stream till I hit the ground. Let me stand up. Nope. Alright, this is the non-stop. This is the wall. I have hit the wall. I stood up, and then immediately I'm like, I think I'm going to hit the ground. Okay, so this is the point where I stop. So, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry this is so short. I wanted to go longer, but I am in terrible shape. Absolutely horrible, horrible shape. So, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, I stream every day, honest to God, I do, at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or a little bit after 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, EST. That is the time zone. So, thank you so much. No, it's not thank you so much you watching. I have a Discord in the description to let you know when stream starts, and if I'm not streaming, like power outages, my PC exploded, I exploded, something happened, and I can't be streaming that day, it'll be there along with a channel that lets you know when stream starts, and also a bunch of other channels that are kind of fun to explore if you have anything else you want to say. If you don't have a Discord, though, the notification bell on YouTube is an excellent tool to know when stream starts and when videos are uploaded. I am reevaluating videos, so I'm not doing the daily video uploads recently. I'm still figuring that out, but once I figure that out, we're back to daily uploads for videos. It's the double whammy of stream and video every day. Non-stop content, full fire hose. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed a little bit. Please like and subscribe if you did. Leave a comment, good or bad, even if you want to tell me to go eat dirt. So, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your night, and I've truly enjoyed this FNAF stream. We've talked about everything. To cannibalism, to Disney movies, to... I can't remember the other stuff, but it was a lot of stuff. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.